All right, folks. Right off the bat, we have a gifted membership from Evans. Thank you, Evans. All right. Folks, this is what we're looking at right now. Of course, we have a lot of police action right in front of us. I'm going to zoom out and change our exposure here in a second, but I just want to welcome everybody in. Welcome, everybody. My name is Andrew, and this is Rocket Future. Holy cow. I just drove straight from Austin to Starbase in like 7 hours or something. I got past the roadblock about 20 seconds before the actual roadblock went into place to get down here. So, folks, we're not going to have our secondary camera up tonight, and we're just a little bit rushed. But hey, I think we're good. So welcome in, everybody. Welcome V-Ben. Welcome Detroit. Welcome Stephanie B. Welcome Space Girl Falcon. Welcome El Hungaro. Welcome everybody in. Thank you so much. I really appreciate y'all being here. And we are waiting for Starship S25's arrival to the launch site. It is already on Highway 4, rolling down here. It takes about 45 minutes or so to get down here. I just barely made it. Space Girl Falcon. I literally think it was 20 seconds after I got here. The road closure went into place, so it worked out well. So let me zoom out a little bit here, give you a little bit of a better view. And I probably have the ability to move my camera around a little bit if this is where... You know what? Let me move my camera around now. 1 second. Don't freak out. I'm going to unplug my camera here for a moment just to untangle so we can get more... we can get a little bit more length on the camera. I'm going to go back to our intro screen. Just give me about a minute. Alright, just fixed the camera. Let's go like this and then reset the Elgato thingy. And that'll take about another minute or so. 1 sec. All right, that way if those officers stay where they are, we'll still get a view of the vehicle pulling in, but they'll have to back up. But now I can move the camera freely without disconnection, so we should be good there. And actually, now that the camera is free to move, and I have an extra second to think about it, I'll move it back. I think the first location is better, but we'll be able to move it either to the front or the back, depending on where those cops go. Okay, welcome Miss Ad Astra. Another huge shout out to Ad Astra and Mrs. Ad Astra for the very generous support on the channel lately. Appreciate y'all very much. The same goes to T. Evans, Thomas, and everybody else that's been helping us out. So thank you for that stuff. I think we're pretty much set up now. So I might give the lens a quick wipe to make sure that we have a clean lens. A lot of what you're seeing is just from the lights. And otherwise, we're just hanging here for another half hour plus, maybe, it might be 45 minutes before Ship 25 arrives to the launch site. We're going to talk about what that means and why this is such an important milestone here in about 2 minutes. Evans, the new computer setup is working great, but I will admit this stream is being run on the previous setup. So there's a couple pieces of software that I haven't gotten installed on the new setup yet, but I have done some more testing on it, and it's working great. I am very, very happy with it. I'm pleased. All right, lens is clean. I did just notice that I brought a little piece that I was wondering if I had brought for one of my other tripods. So I'm going to go set up another camera just for a time lapse. So give me a few minutes to set that up, folks. Alright, the second tripod is set up. I'll have to go just press record on that camera when it's a little bit closer here. So how are we doing? We have El Hungaro. Yeah, by all means, El Hungaro, you're welcome to post that link. No problem with that at all. If you'd like to share your video of Crew 6 flyby, you can put that in the chat in El Hungaro if you don't have permission to do that. If you want to put it in the Discord, I'll try. If I get a moment, I can drop it in the chat at some point along the night here. I'm gonna play with some cameras and cables here for a second. So if you lose a camera, that's why. Alright, we're looking good here. Hey, thanks Ben for including El Hungaro's video. Luckily I am not getting arrested, Tree. Not yet, at least. Welcome, Opal Family Channel. Good to see you. Happy to have you here today. I just changed our shutter speed. I I think official warning. Actually, I don't know if I want to switch it back or not, but epilepsy warning. If anybody has epilepsy, just please be aware that there's going to be flashing lights on this stream. I think I might adjust it back though. This is playing with the focus a little bit. Thank you, Tree Fingers, Ben, and Stephanie for being moderators in our channel. Opal Family Channel says, happy to be here, exciting night, glad you were there. Yes, so let's talk a little bit about why this is such a big night, folks. So as we know, Booster 9 is currently on the launch pad. It is sitting on the orbital launch mount and recently went under a 33-engine static fire. A couple months ago, I don't remember exactly how long at this point. If somebody knows in chat, please let me know. But Ship 25, the vehicle that's supposed to be mounted on top of Booster 9 for the next integrated flight test, went its full 6-engine static fire. So both vehicles are fully static fire tested as far as we know right now. The next major thing to happen is for Ship 25 to get its act together and get down here to, I was going to take that sentence a different way, get down here to the launch site and be mounted on top of Ship 20 or Booster 9 for some sort of testing. We don't exactly know what is in store for the couplet, other than potentially wet dress rehearsal, maybe some testing related to the new hot stage ring. We're just not sure, but we do know that SpaceX is gearing up for the next launch attempt. We don't quite know when that date is going to be next. It could be as early as next week, but we'll have to be patient with that. So we'll have to just see how all that goes. But the ship is getting closer, so I'm going to go set up. I'm going to finish setting up the rest of my second camera here. Okay, second camera is going. I'll check it one more time before Ship 25 gets here. Huge shout out to El Hungaro for the super chat, and another huge shout out to Evans for the gifted membership. I very, very much appreciate y'all. And then Ben, did you sign up as a member or did you get a gifted member? Either way, very much appreciated. It looks like you signed up. Thank you. Much appreciated. Thank you, everybody. Wow. And Stephanie B. earlier, you were sharing your 5-month membership anniversary with a message that says, thanks for the live stream. Very much appreciate you being a member here, Stephanie B. Love hearing about all your everything that you're doing on Twitter and everything about SpaceX, and I'd like to hear more about how you're getting more involved with the community. Very, very cool. Wow. Thank you for all the gifted memberships, folks. This is amazing. Your support is the only way we can do this, so thank you very much. So yeah, Ship 25, let's see. It makes it down to the launch site today. Maybe we see it stacked in the next 24 hours. Maybe we see a wet dress rehearsal in the next few days. And heck, maybe we'll even see a launch in the next week or two. We'll have to see. Make sure you stay tuned to the channel. Don't forget to like and subscribe and all that stuff so you're notified of all the updates with Starbase as we get a lot closer to our second integrated flight test. Ben says, turns out you need to be a member before you can gift. That's funny. I wonder, I don't know if it's that way on Twitch as well. I'd be curious. Yeah, folks, so the reason why I have a camera set up like we are now is because I anticipate that these officers will need to move further back towards us, which should give us a great shot of the arrival. But like I said, I can adjust the camera real time if needed. Not a problem. Oh man, yeah, like I said, I drove straight from Austin to Starbase. I did stop at my apartment literally just to throw my laptop and battery pack into here. I didn't even use the restroom or anything. I am on a 7-hour road trip right now, and I'm really glad that this thing's already on the road, because as soon as this thing gets here, we'll sign off after it arrives, and we'll call it there, because I need some rest. I think I have I probably have 25, 30 hours worth a week I have to work I have to get done in the next 2 days, and it's not optional. So I need some sleep tonight so I can get that stuff done. That way, if we do see a launch attempt somewhere in the next few days, that I'll have all of that stuff taken care of and out of the way. That's some stuff related to my full-time job I got to get done. So being at Starbase was not on the agenda tonight, but I must say I am grateful that these folks, and by these folks I mean SpaceX, waited until I got back into Starbase before rolling out Ship 25, since I had that personal obligation up in Austin. I would have rather they waited until tomorrow, but I guess let's just get it over with. Welcome, Yazada, another member to the channel. Thank you very much for being a member, Yazada. Look at all of the green and the blues in the chat, just showing how great the support is in this community as far as being members and moderators and all of the above. Appreciate you all very much. And if you're not a member or a moderator, either way, I am very glad you're here to join us for tonight's stream. And if you're just joining us, we're waiting for Ship 25 to arrive here to the launch complex. I think there's a chance I can be asleep by 1 a.m. tonight still. So here's one thing that I have a question about. So Ship 25 makes it here in a little bit. What is the plan for lifting Ship 25? That I do not have an answer for. Would anticipate it being pretty likely that they try to go for a full stack sometime in the next 24 hours. I don't know if they're going to do that, but I think it's pretty likely. That being said, just given the circumstances of everything I just talked about a few minutes ago, after the ship arrives here, I will not be waiting around, for hours to see if there's going to be a stack. It would take them a while to even prep for that. So basically, right after it arrives here, I'll be heading back to get some rest, and we'll see what happens with the stack. If we're able to get to it, then that's great. If not, we might have to miss it, but that is in preference to making sure that we're fully prepared for full stack of the actual launch. So we'll see. Might have to take a little bit of a I don't know what the word I'm thinking of is there, but we might have to give up the stack depending on when it's going to be. Izada is starting to get launch fever. You're not the only one. I agree with you 100%. I hope they stack soon as well. Salt is here. Welcome. Rock on. Hello. El Hungaro is wondering if the hotels are getting packed right now around Brownsville, Texas. I have heard that they are starting. I have heard that they are starting to get busy. Pooh is here. Pooh's bet is a full stack on Friday. That reminds me, El Hungaro, I have to do some launch day prep as well, as far as making sure that I'm going to have the spot I wanted and everything, so I should set a reminder to do that. I can't set a reminder right now, however, because my other phone is currently being used as a time-lapse camera for the arrival. Hey, folks, we can start to see Ship 25 in the background. I'm not sure how well you'll be able to see it with these lights so far, but let me zoom in and see if you can get a view on that. Yeah, as per usual, the police lights are totally trying to think of the word again. This always happens on these late night streams. What is that word that I'm thinking of? But anyway, yeah, I can't really see quite yet, but as soon as it turns the corner, you'll be able to see it well. And like I said, I expect those vehicles to have to move further back, which should get their lights out of our view. Evan says SPMT engine shutdown. Yazada says I see something just to the left of Hoppy. Yeah, it's not the thing immediately to the left of Hoppy. It is further to the left after that really tall thing. El Hungaro says, really spoiled by the great coverage. Thanks to Andrew and others down in Boca. Starship Gazer had some great shots earlier. Absolutely. He had some absolutely great footage at the Rocket Garden prior to ship rollout. I think I have a command for Gazer in chat. I know I do, but I just have to remember what it was. I'll have to check on that command if that doesn't work to make sure. I forget what I set it as. But I think I have everybody in the... Well, most of the folks on this community, I have links to all their stuff. Yeah, so ship 25 hasn't moved yet. Ever since Evans reported that there is an SPMT engine shutdown. So that is not ideal. That is actually far from ideal. So hopefully they can get that restarted. Hopefully not a dead battery. Oh, maybe it was SG. I'm still trying to remember Starship Gazer's command in the channel. They have stopped and are checking a problem. All right, folks, so settle in for a little bit. We are just getting views of Ship 25 arriving to the launch site. However, the SPMTs, or the self-propelled modular transporters that are actually delivering the rocket here, encountered a problem, or there's some other problem involved, and they maybe purposely shut the engines down. One of those two are likely the case. Yazada says, what? The SPMT broke down? Yeah, either it broke down or they shut it down on purpose because of a different issue. Not entirely sure yet. Evans, if you hear about that differentiation, if you know, let me know. In the meantime, we might be able to play with some more camera angles. To try to get... It has become dysfunctional. Oh boy. Not what I want to hear right now. It was so close. Have a long day tomorrow. Let's hope they get this thing fixed. But yeah, let me see if I can get us an angle that completely cuts out the lens flare from these lights. I'm not sure if we can yet until they move, but I'll try. Alright, we don't have quite the range to get past these lights at the moment, so we can't see the ship with any detail yet. But this this is interesting. So the vehicle that's actually delivering the ship seems to have broken down, which is not great. In the meantime, well, excuse me, there are folks working on Booster 9. Maybe I'll show you that. Alright, so it's dark. They're keeping the launch complex very, very dark right now, but you can definitely see some lights moving along the bottom half of what's visible of Booster 9 here, and also some lights on the chopsticks. Again, those are folks working on the vehicle and on the chopsticks themselves. Again, they are keeping things real dark on the OLM. And we are waiting to see if the SPMTs start to move. We'll shift the camera back over shortly. Evan says no one currently has a good zoom. Cannot see what they're doing. Watching 14 cameras and cannot get a great look. Gotcha. Star BNB Live is reporting from on-site. Star BNB, Ryan, has been walking the length of the highway along with Ship 25, and he is reporting in. Can you see, Ryan, if they're working on the SPMTs, if there's any folks around the SPMTs? If they are, whereabouts are they? I'm not sure if you can see anything with detail. And if you have any pictures, let me know. Star BNB can go live with a view from behind it. Hey, if you want to do that, I'll pull it up on stream. Send a link in the chat. Can I mod you? They're working on the back. I'm going to see if I can mod you here. Alright, I've added you as a mod. That way, if you decide that you want to go live, you can put the link in the chat, and then people can go check it out. And if you don't mind, I will put it on my stream as well. Dave Avery is here. Welcome, Dave. As we all know, Dave is very in the know of all things. He's keeping his eye on all different aspects of Starship and Starbase, and usually has some of the most up-to-date and accurate information out there. Dave says they were checking the tires when it went by Lab's cam tower. So we'll have to see if there's a tire issue, potentially, or another issue entirely. That's interesting, though. Now, are those tires just solid rubber, or do they actually have any air in them? I would assume they're just solid, right? I'll move the camera back over in a little bit, but nothing has shifted yet, so we'll keep our eyes on Booster 9 in the meantime. El Hungaro says, I can't even imagine how difficult it would be to transfer Starship to another transporter in the middle of the road. That would be absolutely nuts. That would be unprecedented. That would be crazy. I don't even know how the heck they would do that. But yeah, they would have to bring a large crane out to the road. But they probably don't even have room side by side to put another pair of SPMTs. It would have to be like front and back, I would imagine. So they would have to probably, I don't know. Maybe if it comes to that, maybe they can figure a way just to tow. I have no idea. Dave also says that they took the SPMT engine covers before heading onto Route 4. Highway 4. So could be something with the engines as well. Okay, well, I'm going to go quickly stop my time-lapse. That way we can have that time-lapse when it starts up again. So, folks, give me a second while I go do that. The moon is currently rising behind some trees. I think if I adjust some exposure, it should come out a little bit better. Check that out. Hey, folks, look at this. You can actually see... Wait, clouds. I was going to say, with the zoom, you can see, like, how much the moon is actually rising. But I think what we're seeing is just clouds bypassing our side of the moon. I thought it was a tree for a second. That's cool. So I see some folks just joining. Ship 25 has made its way 3/4, actually more than 3/4 the way to the launch complex. The SPMTs are currently paused. Not sure why. We're trying to investigate. Our friend who is on site behind the SPMTs might try to get a visual. So stand by. In the meantime, we get some live views of the moon and some views of Booster 9 too when something exciting is happening. Someone needs some rest, right? Gorgeous shot of the moon, though, folks. Let's not lose track of what this vehicle is actually supposed to do. This vehicle is supposed to help us get back to the moon. It is currently under contract from NASA to be a lunar lander for the Artemis program. So SpaceX has a lot to do to be ready for that program. And not only that, not only will Starship be the actual vehicle that lands on the moon with humans on it next, hopefully. Starship will then also be used for bringing humans to Mars for the first time, which would be actually insanity. So that's why we're down here shooting all this video and getting all this documentary stuff, because this is a tremendous vehicle with tremendous goals, and it could do a lot for us as a human species. And that's why we're out here right now. Thank you, Space Girl Falcon. It is currently behind some clouds now. We'll give it a couple minutes to see if it emerges, which it looks like it's doing right now. Look at that. That looks pretty dang cool, if I do say so myself. I hate to say it, and I hate to admit it, but y'all, I'm the reason why Starship S25 is stuck on Highway 4, because just a little while ago, I was saying how excited I was that it was well on its way down the road, and that as soon as it got here, I would be able to go home and get some rest after my long day. However, I jinxed us, because Ship 25 hasn't moved in quite a few amount of minutes now. Did I say Ship 24? Occupy Mars, that's right, El Hungaro. I did say 25. Half the time I don't even remember if I'm saying the right ship and the right booster. They're all jumbled up in my head. Okay, sounds good, Star BNB. I will get that. I assume it's okay if I just call you by your actual name, but I just want to actually ask before. Okay, the previous one looks like it might have been a private video. Waiting for the new one to start. So it looks like we're gonna get some some views from from Star BNB, folks. So make sure you go to Star BNB, their YouTube, and follow them. Subscribe. We'll bring up their. I'll fix this moonshot in a second. We'll bring up their feed here on stream here in a minute. But make sure you go subscribe to them. And if you're ever planning on coming down to Starbase and you need a place to stay, make sure you check out starbnb.io. And you'll be able to find your lodging with live views, with views of Starbase. So we are waiting for them to go live, which I found the link. All right. Oh, hey, folks, this is awesome. All right, give me a second here. Studio mode. Add browser. All right, folks, you can see we have this view from Star BNB. Again, thank you so much, Star BNB, for this view. Let's see if it comes back. This actually doesn't even look like a, this doesn't even look like his feed is the problem. This looks like YouTube is just is just not behaving appropriately. This is crazy. But yes, Ryan is getting this shot from a decent amount away, so he's trying to zoom in and see how much he can see. And of course, he's just handheld with his camera, and we are at liberty of his being able to hold it stable and see what we can see. This is awesome. Yeah, they're digging under the hood. Let me fix this moonshot while we're taking a look here. Holly is in the house. Welcome, Holly. Good to see you here. This is so strange. When I am trying to close out of the properties menu for our view from Ryan from Star BNB, then it freezes and goes white. I have to have the properties menu open, and I have no idea why. Oh boy. I mean, if I have to, I'll drive alongside the Highway 4. So I tried to... Alright, now that it looks like it's frozen for a second on his side, so let me actually try to make his little logo here a little bigger. I guess maybe it'll be better if it's white too. Alright, one more second here. Ah! Dang it. Sorry, one second. Alright, his video should be back here in a second. There we go. We don't have any cameras that are permanently fixed anywhere, but we are right out front of the launch complex right now, not far from the tank farm, actually. And then Ryan, his camera feed on the right-hand side, he was walking behind the SPMTs on Highway 4. So he's actually walking behind them out there. That's a good zoom level right there. Ad Astra is in the house and becoming a High Bay member. Thank you, Ad Astra. We appreciate you very much. Yeah, so he's Ryan's out here on his phone. So looks like it's coming in and going out and all that. As you would expect with a phone out here, there's not a lot of great signal, but we do see that they're working in the engine bay down there on the SPMT to figure out why it's not working. This poor guy behind me just wants to get out of here, and he's stuck. Thank you, Holly. Appreciate you. Ryan has given us a great view of Ship 25. In the meantime, checking out those heat shield tiles. We did hear that one might have popped off earlier, but I think they fixed that. As you can see in Ryan's video on the right-hand side, provided by starbnb.io, all of the SpaceX employees are kind of swarming the engine area of the transporter that's delivering the ship because it's currently broken down. Did I paste in the I'm going to paste in the link again to Ryan's stream here. So make sure y'all go and tell him if he has chat enabled. If Ryan has chat enabled, go tell him that we are very thankful for him posting this stream for us. So again, that link that I just pasted, tell Ryan that we are grateful for his stream. Holly E is sharing that they've been a member. She's been a member for 4 months and says Rocket Life, hashtag the Inspired 24. Thank you so much. This is the Rocket Life. Maybe if we all just go push. Oh, I just realized one of the sheriffs moved. Where did they go? We may need more than 11 of us. True. True, very true. That moon that I was showing y'all earlier has been stuck behind some clouds for a while too, so I actually think it might be popping out of here, out of the clouds here in a second. It actually looks really cool because you can see the moonlight underneath and the moonlight above. Oh, it's about to pop out. I kind of want to shift over there. Yeah, let me shift the camera. Looks like we just had a Starlink handover. Still get some of those not so graceful Starlink handovers where we drop for a minute, but just let me know that you can still hear me. I'm a little bit more Jesus, my brain after today. I have less of a concern when we have Starlink drops now, just because they've been pretty good about reconnecting. So Dave Avery says 5x5, and Ad Astra says you are good. Space Junkie is in chat. There are definitely some Hungarian folks in chat. For anybody just joining, right side of the screen is from our buddy Ryan at starbnb.io. He's got a live stream up. He was walking behind Ship 25 arriving to the launch complex when... Oh, there's a crab on the road. There is literally a crab on the road. Sorry. So yeah, his videos feeds been coming in and out as we see folks working on the engine section of the SPMT. So hopefully that will come back here again in a second. There it is. Ryan rocks. Ryan does rock. And then on the left-hand side, we just have some moon views as it peeks out between the clouds here while we're waiting. El Hungaro visited Hungary a few weeks ago. Very cool. Oh gosh, I just got sandblasted in the eyeballs. It is windy out down here. Yeah, we'll have a great moon view here shortly. Hold on. We might have an update. I was just listening in on the sheriff providing an update to somebody that was trying to get off the beach here, but not really much of an update, just that it is currently stuck. Let me zoom out on the left until this moon comes into view. The clouds look so much cooler in real life. I know you can't really see them on the left. Let me try to adjust some more stuff because it looks just so dang cool. Space Junkie is asking, can you tell us what happens if they won't be able to fix the SPMT? What do you think? We speculated just a little bit about that a little while ago, but I really don't know. First and foremost, I assume they'll just ask people to drive around it. There's very, very slight room around the outside of it to get by for folks like me and this other gentleman that was on the beach that just want to get out of here at some point. I assume we'll be able to drive around the outside of it. And then as far as what happens next, yeah, I don't know. I guess first and foremost, if they can fix the SPMT, that is the best option they got. Anything else outside of that would be unprecedented. I don't know if they can tow it. Maybe they can get a single SPMT. I don't know. I don't know if they can tow it somehow. I doubt it, but maybe. Otherwise, I don't know. Somebody mentioned earlier the possibility of getting a crane to swap transporters. So that's really all we can speculate. I would imagine that they'll fix this thing or they'll find some way to tow it. I just don't know what they'd be able to tow it with. Dave says a forklift should be able to swap the power pack if that's what the problem is. Space Junkie says, by the way, that's Jupiter at 2 o'clock on the moon. So we got a view of Jupiter and the moon right now, a little out of focus. That's why Jupiter looks so big. Let's focus in on the moon here. White balance is all sorts of off. As you can see in our screen on the left, it looks just kind of like a moon, but from my perspective, it's very yellow. Some haze and dust involved here. Jupiter is big, but much further away. Very, very true. Yeah, Jupiter is massive. I forget. Doesn't it go something like this? Correct me if I'm wrong here. But isn't the sun like 50% of the total mass of everything in our solar system, and then of what's left is Jupiter's another 50% of that? So I guess another way of saying that is if you forget about the sun, Jupiter is like 50% of the mass in our solar system. I believe that, something like that. Ryan getting us another angle here on the right-hand side. How many AU is Jupiter from us? Oh, we lost the moon. Where'd the moon go? What the heck? Oh, it's behind some clouds. Space Junkie agrees that most likely I don't want to swap it. Has ever happened before that SPMT has broken down? I'm sure at some point they've broken down, but I don't think out on the road. I don't think they've actually broken down on the highway. Again, if you hadn't said thanks to Ryan, I'm going to paste his Star BNB YouTube in the chat again. Just pop into his chat and tell him that Rocket Future community is thankful for him for giving us these views of the SPMT work that's being done. Yazada's never seen one break down with a rocket on top. Evans is calling it a night. Thank you, Evans, for stopping by. I appreciate you very much, as always. I know I say that a lot, but I really mean it. Thank you. It's actually getting quite a bit windy. I'm gonna try to weigh down my tripod a little bit. So give me a second here. Alright, some good weight added to the tripod. The mechanics are earning their right. Their keep right about now. Absolutely, they are. They are earning their keep. Again, if y'all are looking to come down to Starbase to try to see the next launch, or you just want to come down and see what's going on down here, and you would like to stay somewhere that has a view of Starbase facility from a little bit of a distance, but a view nonetheless, make sure you check out starbnb.io. They got some good spots for you to check out. All of them decorated with Starbase prints and everything. Very cool stuff they got going on there. El Hungaro has a gut feeling that they'll fix it shortly. I hope so. At some point, I will have to... At some point, I'm going to make up a time, and if we hit that time, I'm going to have to go talk to the sheriffs to see if I can get by. I don't know if I'll be able to or not. Oh my goodness, this wind. I really got to go make sure the tripod's okay. I added that weight, but it should be fine, but it's windy. But at some point, yeah, I'm going to have to ask if there's any way I can get by that thing, which, you know, they might say no, but I have to ask. I would say probably an hour from now. If we hit 1 a.m., I'm going to need to see if I can get the heck out of here. I wonder if we're too many cooks in the kitchen situation right now. But I think they know what they're doing. They're smart folks. Yeah, check out how much the wind is blowing around that tripod. It's actually pretty secure. I don't think it's going anywhere, but The optical image stabilization is actually doing a pretty good job of it keeping from bouncing really quickly, but as you can see, it's slowly moving up and down. That's the OIS in action. Well, a big group of folks just walked away from the rear of the SPMTs. So either they were told that there's too many cooks in the kitchen, or we have potential progress. We'll have to see. We'll have to see why a bunch of them just all started moving away. Whew, I am sweaty. I'm tired. We got some vehicle action on Ryan's stream there. If you've just joined us in the last 2 minutes, S25, Ship 25 is making its way to the launch site tonight on hopefully its last trip to the launch complex before it actually launches out of here. Unfortunately, the vehicle that is delivering it, the SPMT, has broken down, and teams have been working on trying to resolve that issue. On the right-hand side of the screen, we have a live video from Star BNB. You can check out their YouTube or check out their website. Ship 25 is in chat. Ship 25 says, "This is about as interesting as waiting at Massey's." Very true. Very, very true. And I am at the tail end of a long road trip, all the way from Austin to here tonight. I was up in Austin for a personal commitment, and just barely made it down for this rollout. But we have additional vehicle movement coming from Ryan's stream. Not sure what that means quite yet. They might be going to get some tools. They could be moving because they resolved the issue. We just don't know. El Hungaro says, "So much for a quick stream, Andrew." Sorry, man. I know. But it's all right. Unfortunately, it's part of the game. When I made the decision to come out here tonight, even at the end of that road trip, I said to myself, if everything goes according to plan, this could be a very quick trip. But I also said to myself that I should only go if I am okay with it being one of these lingering issues. And I thought I would have a little bit more of a decision. Like, I thought if I was to come out here and we saw a rollout, then I would make a decision of whether I wanted to linger around if there was uncertainty about a potential lift or something. But this is a little different. This one I don't have much of a choice in getting back past the ship at this point. So Ship 25 says, "I always like the stream that's up close with the rocket." We try to get you as much as that as possible here, Ship 25. Today, at this angle, we don't have a great view of the rocket, but Star BNB does, and they've been gracious to let us use their footage, so thank you for that. That is what we're seeing on the right-hand side of the screen. Yazada says, right now I am trapped. Very true. Maybe I can have SpaceX write me a work note. A sick note. Oh, what's this? Another vehicle movement. We've had a lot of vehicles moving. What is happening on Ryan's stream? This is funny. I feel like they just drove around him completely. All the lights on the SPMT are on. They are less hands-on at the moment and more just looking around. It looked like the truck hit the camera. It did kind of look like that. Luckily it didn't, because if a truck hit the camera, that would mean a truck hit Ryan, which would be bad. But no, I think we're good. I am a little hungry. Luckily, I think I have some snacks here. I don't think I have much diversity in my snack options, but I do have some snacks regardless. We're going to get a different angle from Ryan here, it looks like. Ryan is an absolute champ out here. Will is here and says, gonna wake up early for work. 25 should be stacked when I wake up. Good night. I hope that's the case, Will. Hopefully I get home at some point tonight. But, yeah, good night. Thank you for stopping in. And good luck with work tomorrow. Welcome, Primary Coolant. Right-hand side camera isn't controlled by me directly. It's a buddy of mine, Ryan, and he is just on his phone, trying to get the best shot that he can get using his phone. It was impromptu that he would need to film anything, because we did not expect that ship would break down, or the SPMT would break down. I feel you, Ship 25. I'm doing the same thing, but for work. No problem, primary coolant. And I know at some point Ryan's probably going to have to roll. So we are grateful for the coverage he has provided us so far. But whenever Ryan ends up needing to call it a night, then we will have to make do. All right, so we look like we have some more targeted work happening on the SPMT now. They are looking in a very specific area and working on a very specific thing. Don't know what they're working on, but maybe they've identified what the issue is here. Somebody else here is pulling up, trying to leave the beach, but let's see what they get told. They were just going to keep going until they got honked at. Like, are you just going to drive by two people blocking the road and just expect that you can do that? But that is good information for us. It is now clear that we do not have the option to drive and go around. At some point here, I'm going to have to... Actually, you know what? I'm going to shut off my Jeep now. Oh, there's another crab on the road. Do you want to see some crab action? Crab is making its way towards the roadblock. We'll see how far he makes it. See if he gets stopped by the police. Alright, the crab has made it through the roadblock. Welcome, Amanda Criswell. It is weird how crabs walk sideways. It's kind of funny, huh? Mr. Crab wants to sort out this PMT issue. Looks like we need to get, I don't know, we need to get the same access level as this crab. Being able to just go right through the roadblocks, no problems. And this is the night at Starbase, folks. We are at a state-of-the-art rocket manufacturing, engineering, and launch complex. And we are also at the beach. We have crabs and all sorts of different life out here. Right-hand side of the screen is a stream from Star BNB.io. It keeps coming and going just because that's how the reality of signal works out here at Starbase. We're trying to figure out what they're doing out there to the SPMT, which is the vehicle that has broken down. That vehicle is supposed to be delivering the second stage of a massive rocket called Starship down here to the launch complex where I currently am at. Yazada says the crab has a SpaceX pass. Probably so. Probably so. There's a crab in my pool the other day, actually. I had to fish it out. Alright, I gotta shut my car off. Alright, the Jeep is off. We're officially in fuel conservation mode. Plenty of fuel to get out of here. I just wanted to keep it that way. I didn't want to have to get too low on fuel to worry about getting out of here, but we have more than enough to get back to my place. Probably twice, but... Florangel Ramirez... Adrian says, how far away are they from the landing zone? So... The landing zone is an interesting question. So, it's a good question. So, historically, we've seen a few of those Starship suborbital hops, and those vehicles landed at the launch complex. We expect eventually the launch tower down here to be able to catch the boosters as well. So, when you say the landing zone, I would say that we're probably talking about the launch complex. Maybe specifically even the OLM, orbital launch mount, and tower. And if that's the case, they are pretty dang close. If they get this SPMT up and running again, it would probably take them about 10 minutes, maybe 15 minutes to get here, but probably less, probably 10 minutes or so. If I had to guess, I'd say that they're probably about a half mile, 3/4 of a mile away at the most. Probably about a half mile. So they're well past halfway. Unfortunately, they just had that failure with the vehicle that is delivering the rocket here. So they're pretty dang close, just not close enough. All right, now that the Jeep is off, I'm also checking, make sure all of our Jeep lights are off for battery conservation. Looks like we're good. How are we doing on our stream battery, by the way? We have 61%. 5 hours to go. Should be plenty. Just another fair warning, if they decide that they can open a side of the road for folks to drive past it, I will have to make that decision at some point relatively soon if that's an option for me. I will potentially talk to the sheriffs here in about 45 minutes if it hasn't moved, to ask them if I can get permission to just drive off the side of the highway like we're seeing on Ryan's stream right now. Amanda says just under a half mile from the gate. Thank you for that confirmation, Amanda. Looks like my distance estimation is decent. And on the left-hand side, we are at the launch complex gate where the vehicle should be arriving. And now, so let's look at the two police cars that are right in front of us. And now, if you look a little bit in front of them, you see that big white tank in the background. That's one of the tanks that are at the suborbital tank farm. And then you'll see a little bit smaller of a white tank to the right of that. So again, police vehicles. A little to the right, you see a white tank. You can see another line, and then a little further to the right, you see another white tank. Just behind that second white tank is ship 25. It's hard to make out with all these lights in the foreground here, but that is ship 25 back there. It looks like Ryan's stream has gone offline. I think probably he'll decide that he's heading out of here for the night because he's on the opposite side of the ship, and he has the ability to do that. We'll wait to hear from him, but in the meantime, we are very, very grateful and very thankful that Ryan was able to give us those views. That was actually awesome that he was able to do that. So if Ryan pops in chat here, let's make sure we all thank him for giving us those views. I think I'm going to go grab my phone. My phone is just past that pickup truck you see there on the right-hand side of the screen. I had it prepared to shoot a time-lapse. But I think I will go grab my phone, and that way I can check to see what's going on. So you'll see me walk past the camera here in a second. Just a moment. Yeah, here's Ryan. He says, ran the phone down to 1%. Oh, crap. Thanks so much for that. We really appreciated that. That was a really great view into what was happening there at the SPMT. So that was actually fantastic. So thanks for giving us that view. And I let everybody know to check out your YouTube and also your site. And we let everybody know that if they're coming down to Starbase and would like to stay somewhere that is SpaceX themed or Starbase themed with views to SpaceX, to check out your site at starbnb.io. We appreciate that. We have a car coming this way. Okay, it's a sheriff. Let's see if I can overhear any sort of update. It actually isn't a sheriff. It's one of those little... Wait, is it? No, it's a sheriff. From the screen, it almost looked like one of those carts. I kind of wish the sheriffs could just keep their non-flashy lights on like the one on the right has. That is so much better. Yeah, same here. I hope I can get home too. This is a disaster. Alright, this sheriff just drove by us. I think he's going to go down to the beach. No, he's probably going to go down to his usual parking spot. No, he's going down to the beach. No. Let's see, where is he going? Oh, there's another... Oh, that's a SpaceX security vehicle. Well, yeah, they're all... Everybody's all over the place. Yeah, I hope this is resolved soon, or I hope they provide us a way around soon. I will say, as soon as they open up a path for us, I'm definitely getting out of here. Assuming that 25 isn't on the move, I will need to. I need to get back. Like I said, I got like probably 30 hours work. Or no, yeah, 20. Let's see, 8, 16. I don't know. I have like 25 hours of work I need to do over the next 2 days. And I did not want to be stuck out here like this all night. Alright, I'm going to go get my phone. I'll be back in a minute. You'll see me walk by the camera. Yazada says, thanks for showing us what's happening down there, Star BNB. Agreed. Thank you very much. I did notice they let a couple vehicles through. That one is going back now. Curious what that's all about. Appreciate that, Space Junkie. If y'all wouldn't mind, give this stream a like, and it helps us a lot. It's free to do. There's another vehicle. Alright, let's hope that... Are these both the same vehicles that just came in and turned around? What's that all about? Okay, that truck just blew right through the roadblock. What does that mean? Stephanie B is asking, is S25 still stopped? Unfortunately, yes, it is still stopped. We had some great views of what the work the folks were doing at the SPMT, but Ryan had to head out, and Ryan's phone was dying. So now we have a waiting game to play and a guessing game to play about when S25 may or may not continue rolling if they get the SPMT fix, and when they will allow us to leave, potentially. Amanda says, hopefully they'll let you pass by soon. Yeah, that one truck that went by makes me curious. I don't know if they were security or if they were just a random truck. But like I said, if it gets to 1 a.m., I'm going to talk to the sheriffs and see if there's anything I can do to get out of here. No problem, no problem. Is S25 leaning or still perfectly upright? Looks pretty much upright. Maybe a degree or two off, but definitely nothing concerning. Mostly upright. But you are, I think you're right. I don't know what you're seeing, but it definitely looks maybe like it's a couple degrees leaning forward, but nothing that looks concerning to me. It looked like one side of the SPMT was leaning a bit, or was that just the camber of the road? Probably the camber of the road. At that point on the road, I think there is a bit of a... there is a bit of a camber there. Amanda says, good thing it's not flooded and driving around is an option right now. Oh, true. Yeah. Sometimes each side is quite a bit of water. But yeah, it's pretty dry right now, so should have the option to drive around if they let us. So we'll see. Yeah, there's some stretches of this road that have quite a bit of camber, mostly on the curves, but even not on the curves, even not on the curves. For drainage, the center of the road is definitely higher than the sides, like you see a lot. So it's actually pretty tough sometimes when I'm doing the rollout streams when I'm actually rolling with it, because we'll be on one side of the road and our camera will look like it's like super angled, even though it's only a couple degrees, a couple degrees at most. Very interesting how it affects the visual quality. A couple degrees goes a long way for how a stream looks. I'm tired. Might be a nap stream soon. It's actually not a bad idea. I could definitely take a nap while the stream is going. Yeah, I definitely need some sleep. The SPMT was compensating for the tilt of the road significantly. Very interesting. Yeah, I guess they have some self-leveling opportunities with the hardware on those things. Those things are crazy, to be honest with you. The capabilities of these SPMTs when they're working is awesome. This is unusual to see it breaking down, but yeah, I think I might I'm gonna sit in my seat here and maybe take a little nap. We'll see. I'll keep an eye on chat from my seat. I gotta untangle the mic first. Alright. I am now in my seat. I got my mic. I got chat. And now I'm off my feet for a few. Another SpaceX vehicle's heading towards the SPMT and Ship 25. I think these random people are going to see if they can get by. Maybe not. They're reversing again. I'm not really sure what they're doing. What the heck are they doing? Just go. Thank you for the super chat, Space Junkie. I appreciate that very much. SpaceX security vehicle heading this way from the SPMT. We'll see what they say, if anything. They're pulling up to the sheriff's. One sheriff is gone and one is moving. Where is he going? Alright, they're still blocking the road. Alright, I'm going to set an alarm here for a half hour and then see if I can actually nap at all. I doubt I can, but I'll try. So let me put a little thing on the screen and let people know. 1 second. Wind is really picking up. Holy crap. Alright, I'm going to leave the mic out here in case any exciting sounds happen. Oh, it's moving. All right, folks. We're moving again. I need to go set up my second camera. Test, test, test. Bringing volume up. Bringing volume up. Test. All right. The ship is moving. Let me go fix my other camera, and we're ready to go. Hold on, 1 second. Yep, we are rolling. All right, SPMT rolling. Yazada says S25 is rolling. Space Junkie says yay. I was pretty close to dozing off there for a second. I just realized at that time that I didn't actually set an alarm, so I was freaking out for a second. And then I looked up and it's rolling. So as you can see, a shiny Ship 25 is making its way down the final stretch of Highway 4 to the Starbase launch complex here. Again, hopefully this is the last time this ship will have to make this adventure before the next launch opportunity, which we don't exactly know when that might be, but could be as soon as in the next week or two. So this is great news. This should be down here in about 5 minutes or so, and then we'll see it roll into the launch complex, and then we'll get the heck out of here. So let's see this beautiful sight of Ship 25 coming down the highway. And thanks everybody for joining us so far on this stream. Again, my name is Andrew. This is Rocket Future. Huge shout out to Star BNB for their coverage earlier as well. I am going to get off the commentary for a second and start just kind of controlling the camera to make sure we get the best views coming in. So hold tight, folks, and hopefully you enjoy these sights. Alright folks, how about that? Starship S25 arrives at the SpaceX Starbase launch facility. It took a lot longer than it normally does. They had some issues with the SPMTs, or the self-propelled modular transporters, but they got it here. What's up next for Ship 25? We're not too sure, but we would expect to see a full stack happening sometime in the relatively near future. I'm going to stay live here for just a little bit while longer while I try to get my other camera and some other stuff settled. If you have any questions, drop those in the chat now. But S25 finally made it. Thanks everybody for joining us. Thanks for all the support on the stream here today so far. I'm going to start getting all my other cameras and stuff, so let's start with that process now. Time lapse came out great, folks. I'm really excited about that. Do me a big favor, folks. I'm going to share this time lapse on on Twitter or X right now. If you wouldn't mind, if you like the time lapse, go ahead and like it, and if you repost it, that would mean the world to me. It would mean a lot that a lot of people get, more people get to see this content. I've lost all of my ability and skills at pitching for folks to share my content at this point. But I'm going to share something on Twitter. If you like it, repost it. Thank you so much, folks. It means a lot to me. All right, I'm posting that right now. It's going to take us a couple seconds to upload. Dave Avery says that it's going right to the OLM. Yeah, let me get the camera back on it because it is heading right towards the OLM. The time lapse is almost uploaded. I'm quite proud of this one. Alright. That has just been posted. I can actually bring it up on stream here in a second so you can see what that looks like. Alright, the quality is going to be much better on X folks, but check out this replay that I've just added to the screen here. And Dave Avery says, reposted. I appreciate you, Dave, very much. Thank you so much for that. That is actually awesome. Oh my goodness, I'm getting sandblasted here. My camera might be getting sandblasted too. As you can see, this post is just kind of, I don't know what's going on here. Hold on. I think I fixed it. I really like the slide right there. That's pretty cool. You can see the ship shimmy kind of back and forth a little bit during that slide. Very cool. Check that out. I posted that on X. I'll post that on YouTube and all that good stuff as well, but I just wanted to share that with you. And there was, oops, I accidentally messed up my my lower third, my bottom third, lower third. I don't know what happened. But that's what happens when you're streaming at 1:30 a.m. But who needs a bottom third anyway, or lower third anyway? Ship 25 is making quick work towards the OLM, and it's probably going to find itself nestled within those two chopsticks there. I do want to pull one more piece of footage from my camera before we close up stream, so let me go pull that right now. Give me a couple minutes here, and then we're going to wrap up. I'm gonna try to export something here, so the stream might get laggy or something if we use a lot of my CPU and GPU, so just hold tight. I really liked this this moment in the stream that I was doing. Oh, let me move our camera here a second. As you can see, let me actually open OBS, make sure you can see. Ship 25 is already being pushed into the chopstick, the open chopsticks. So very cool. This other clip has been exported. Let me show y'all this moment that I really enjoyed during our stream here today, during the actual roll in. What's the easiest way for me to show this to you? I think media source is the best way. Add media source, new, desktop. All right, check this one out. I really liked this. Oh gosh, that's huge. I just like the really tight shot of the SPMT driver, and then it just zooms out to show what he's driving. Could have been a little bit more stabilized or whatever, but it's fine. I'm happy with it. I really like that clip there. I'm going to post that one to Twitter as well, and I'll post that one to my YouTube later as well. All right. That's pretty much all I have to say. I'm going to start breaking things down, but I'll start breaking things down starting with the least impactful things. So basically, the stream will stay up while I'm breaking the secondary and tertiary stuff down. So we're still going to be up for probably another 5 minutes while Ship 25 makes its way into those chopsticks. So thanks. I'm just going to start saying goodbye because at some point I'm gonna take the mic down as well. Thank you everybody for joining us today. My name is Andrew and this is Rocket Future. Huge shout out to all of our channel members and everybody who did super chats today. Y'all have really started liking the gifting memberships to the channel, so that's amazing. I really appreciate y'all for doing that, gifting memberships to the community. And that means that I got to spend a little bit more time figuring out what kind of extra benefits we can give our members if people are going through that that process and being that grateful to gift memberships to the community. Then I want to make sure that they are getting some benefits with that. So thank you all for that. Thanks for just hanging out with me during the delays, and we'll see if anybody has any ideas exactly what happened to the SPMT, but I'm glad it's here now. It's done. I gotta start wrapping things up, get home safely. So far, I'm good. I shouldn't have a problem driving, but you know, if I was still out here in an hour, that might be different. So, think I should be good. No, I'm not super tired at this point. So, let me start breaking things down. Thanks everybody. Appreciate you. I'll zoom into the ship here so you can get a better view while we start closing things up. Hi, Isai. Let me know the best way to pronounce your name. But yeah, you did get a gifted membership to the channel earlier today. I believe that was from either Nebriv or it was from Evans. And it looks like it was from Evans. So if you see T Evans and C in chat next time, say thank you to them. But thanks for being here, and I'm glad you are a member of the community. All right, y'all. I am going to break down the mic now. Camera will stay up for another couple minutes. Thanks, everybody. Appreciate you. See you next time. My name is Andrew. This is Rocket Future, and peace out.